Rain Man, 4th, and Three Fugitives and Skin Deep tied for 5th. Now, the movie about Joe Clark's life, Lean on Me, is #1 at the box office, but the controversial high school principal is in hot water with the Paterson, New Jersey City Council. While Clark was on the road promoting the movie, there was a controversial stunt staged during a school play. Trouble began when Principal Clark was out of town. At an East Side High performance assembly, several performers ended their act by stripping down to G-strings. When Clark was asked to comment when he returned, he stated it's no worse than MTV or commercials. The switchboard lit up at the mayor's office, and the city council voted unanimously to condemn the dance performance and to recommend the school board take some action.
I think that was the essence of disrespect, and it indicated saliently what a bunch of ignoramai they were. And I want to say this to those dastards. They were nothing but a bunch of sapsuckers who were just trying to suck the blood and the spirit from my soul. But I'm saying that they can't suck the blood nor spirit, for my spirit lingers on, and there's not a damn thing they can do to me because they can't fire me. And they should just stop flapping their Vaseline lips and shut up.
According to our sources, the school board has no plans to act on the city council resolution.
Joe Clark may be the best-known principal in America. He's been on the cover of Time magazine, received calls from the White House, and now he's being portrayed in the movie Lean on Me. Joe's not the quiet type, and now he's pretty vocal about his latest run-in with local officials.
I'm a law and order person. I guess people say I'm relatively conservative.
Joe Clark uses anything but conservative methods to run East Side High School in New Jersey. His controversial bullhorn-toting style has been the target of more than one bad review.
Joe Clark is certainly not Mother Teresa. And some situations require a Dirty Harry. Okay, I'm Dirty Harry.
But Joe Clark's most recent critics say the atmosphere got a little too dirty during a school assembly last month. This professional singing group was brought to East Side High School to celebrate the opening of Lean on Me, Hollywood's version of Joe Clark's career. But the curtain came down rather quickly once school officials realized they were getting a stripped-down version of what they'd expected.
On that particular day, and I was not here, maybe, and I state to you, maybe there might have been a smidgen of inappropriateness in one of the acts that were being put on.
But the Paterson City Council was not as mild in their response to the variety show, and they're demanding that Joe Clark be fired. True to his style, Joe Clark is fighting back.
And I want to state this for the records about those no-good pusillanimous dastards on that city council. They're an insult to the political process, for they know indeed that that act was not indicative of the type of furor that's surrounding this particular situation. What they did was ambush me. They attempted to ambush me. And I want them to understand, beginning with the black ones on there who ambushed me and betrayed me on Black History Month, and the other individuals, that first of all, I have done nothing wrong, and this is just an invidious and insidious attempt to try and imbrue me, stain me, besmirch me, and they know they can't, and they also know they can't fire me, so they should just stop flapping their Vaseline lips and shut up.
Whoa. The next move is up to the school board in Paterson. John Towers next.
All right, welcome back to People Are Talking. I'm Matt Lauer, sitting in for Richard Bay. Chances are, no matter where you live, you have heard of Joe Clark, New Jersey's own high school principal, who used a baseball bat and a bullhorn to coax his students to make the grade and to reclaim East Side High School from pushers and prostitutes. Now, his success landed him right on the cover of a national magazine. You know which one? Time magazine. There he is with the baseball bat. He also turned some heads in Hollywood. As a matter of fact, the movie that opened last week across the country, Lean on Me, is actually the Joe Clark story. Now, you would think, with all of this going on, that Joe Clark's life is rosy, right? Maybe not. Last week, he hit a snag. You see, he set up an assembly at the high school complete with entertainment, and some of that entertainment was deemed to be a little risque for high school students. You're looking at a piece of the act right now. Pretty young lady dancing around, and watch this. Boom! There she goes. An impromptu anatomy lesson for the students at the high school. What do you think about that? Is that too risque for high school students? What do you think? Yeah. Well, who says no? Okay, now we know what the people in our audience think. We would like to know what you people at home think. We have set up a People Are Talking People poll. The question is a show with partial nudity appropriate to present to high school students? Here's what we want you to do. Pick up your phone. In the next 10 minutes or so, call 1-201-480-VOTE. If you think it is inappropriate, push Y for yes. If you think it is not inappropriate, just push N for no. Again, Y for yes, it's inappropriate. N for no, it is not inappropriate. Now, to help you with your voting and to help Renee make up her mind, we've decided that 15 seconds of videotape may not be enough. So are you ready, folks? Yeah. You are. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on television, direct from East Side High, please welcome Eric Floyd's All-Star Cavalcade.
The goddess is here, so stare. Don't you dare touch the rear. You hear? It's my tail. It's not for sale. You touch it, baby, you go to jail. Fail, you fail to produce because you got seduced. Ha ha, by these sensational, sexy curves. Word, I rock your nerves, or haven't you heard? I'm coming through your speakers knowing just my voice gets your adrenaline flowing. Unmistakable, capable, and durable. Just like a disease, I'm incurable. Like the teeth of a shark, I'm sharp as this arc. So don't get smart. I'm sensuous, sizzling, seasoned, alluring, enduring. Ooh, all you guys on the floor and tall, short, fat, even the off ones need it, greeted, treated like a loved one. You're down and out in doubt, don't be modest. Don't fear, I'm here, come to the goddess. Oh, that's it. Just don't stop, please don't stop. That's it. This beat's jumping, I'm not slumping. Open your ears and let me tell you something. It gets total respect like thunder. That's what you get from Wanda. I rage on the stage with stamina. You can hear the cheers from here to Canada Dry. This soda, I love it. I place this other drink above it. Keep them warm from the storm while turning you on. Ooh, this body's in form. A boat that floats in the Atlantic. Panic, damn it, on a Titanic. Like a captain, you went down with your ship. You lost grip, you slip, you trip, busted your lip. So don't mess with these dollars I possess. Through Mother Nature, don't fool with the goddess.
Before your tape recorder.
Oh, that's it.
Hope you're enjoying it.
Above the rest I stand, scepter in hand.
All right, let's hear it for Eric Floyd's All-Star Cavalcade. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, well, we'll leave it up to you. Kind of adds new meaning to social studies, doesn't it? Here's the question for you folks at home. Don't forget about our People's Poll. We want you to call 1-201-480-VOTE. Is a show with partial nudity appropriate to present to high school students? Y for yes, N for no. We want to hear from you right now and through the next 10 minutes. Later on in the show, we'll give you the results of your responses to this People's Poll. What do you folks think? Huh? What's it? You liked it? He says it's okay, but a time and place for everything. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a councilwoman from Patterson who says, no way, for the kids at the high school, and Eric Floyd, who brought the show to the school. They'll debate right after this on People Are Talking. All right, welcome back to People Are Talking. I'm Matt Lauer. Once again, the number for the People poll is 1-201-480-VOTE, and you can do that throughout the next couple of segments. We'll give you the results later on. Right now, let's talk to some of the key players in this controversy. First of all, Eric Floyd is the man who brought this show to East Side High. He is responsible for the performance you just saw. Welcome him. I'm sure you recognize the young lady sitting next to Eric. This is Wanda D. She is the principal dancer in the show. Welcome her. And now someone I have to describe as an unhappy lady, Vera Ames. She opposes the performance at the high school. She is a councilwoman from Patterson. Welcome, Vera. You know what I think I'm going to do? Let's let Vera go first, okay? Vera, get it off your chest. What's the matter with what we just saw and what the students saw last week at the high school?
Well, I understand it was described as art. It may be art in its place, but its place is not in the local school with young people. I would definitely have to put this show in the rating as a nightclub act for Atlantic City, any other local nightclub, but not when the taxpayers are paying for education, and this is happening during the daytime hours when school is in session. I was in California, and when I returned home, all these calls were in, and I said, well, what happened? I was only gone for 3 days. And everybody says, you didn't see the paper? How dare you go away and this happened? I wasn't even aware that this was coming, you know? And next thing I know, one of my constituencies says, you look at this, your school budget and this lady. I never met the young lady. You know, and we have to vote on the school budget. Now, do you seriously think that our constituency is going to pass our school budget with Wanda next to it, and these three gentlemen standing there with their derriere showing, and the young people there with the hooping and hollering?
I'll tell you one thing. From Wanda's point of view, she made the front page, didn't she? Look at her. All right, Eric and Wanda, art. She says it's been described as art. Was that art?
Yes, it's art. First of all, I just want to set the record straight that the show was just, the auditorium was filled with upperclassmen, seniors and juniors. Right.
So you're talking like 17 and 18-year-olds.
Right, correct. Second of all, I brought in 20 different entertainers. This was the only one that was somewhat racy. The rest of them were well-known motion picture, recording, and television stars. This is called Eric Floyd's 3rd annual All-Star Cavalcade Express. I did 2 others before this. They always talk about young people never give back. I'm 22 years old. Wanda's my fiance. This business has been good to us. We've made a lot of money in it. Each year, we gather up some of our performing friends. We go to a different high school, one that is troubled with different kinds of negative publicity.
Let me interrupt for a second, because I don't think the question here is about your intentions and about what you've done for the community. The question here is, when you've got 17 and 18-year-old high school students in an assembly, should they see the cheeks of guys shaking in front of them? And that's what Vera doesn't like.
I'm going to let Wanda respond. I just would like to say, I think, first of all, it's the same act that they're going to see on MTV, VH1, and BET in a matter of 3 weeks. It's the same exact act. The same exact act. And I only apologize to the parents who literally sit in front of the television sets and monitor what their students and their children watch.
We have parents in Washington, D.C. fighting for censorship of what young people look at. The communities across the country are reaching out for moral values to be brought back into the home. How can you bring moral values into the home when you have this going on in the high school? You cannot deal with it like that.
All right, hey, Wanda, what you do on stage, okay? What you did on stage, would it be fair to call that titillation?
No, I don't. It's not that at all. I mean, what I'm doing is I'm going up on stage and I'm sharing this talent that God has blessed me with beautiful young children that make them smile and just enjoy themselves. I like to see people happy, and I go up there and do what I love to do to make people happy. And first of all, these 17 and 18-year-old, as they're saying, children, which they are not, they're young adults, and they have minds of their own. These young adults go to see movies that are rated X.